Hi everybody, this is Ayman Khurram, and I hope you all are doing great and finding my videos quite helpful. So let's start our today's math class. We are doing Think New Syllabus Mathematics 8th edition D1 book 1. We are on exercise 1B and this is question number 6. In question number 6, they are saying use a calculator to evaluate each of the followings, leaving your answer correct to 4 decimal places where necessary. Well, with the use of calculator, as they are mentioning in this question, it is pretty easy to solve these questions. But today, I will do this question without calculator. Obviously, if you want to do this question with calculator, this method of my explaining the question will also help you because the concept will be, if your concept will be clear, it will be easy for you even to do this question with calculator. But today I'm doing this question without calculator as for those students who are not allowed to use calculator, as in grade 6 and in grade 7 students are not allowed to use calculator. So today I will try to solve these questions without using a calculator, right? So what I will do, I will erase this statement and I will try to solve these questions without using a calculator to help my those students who are not allowed to use calculator in their exams. This is pretty easy even to solve these without calculator. So let's start doing our work. This is question number 6 and A part. You can see the question on screen. This is 7 square minus square root 361 plus 21 cube. This question is so easy. We all know 7 square is, 7 square means multiplying 7 two times, right? So it will be 49. 7 square answer is 49, right? So minus will come down as it is. Now we will take the square root of 369. If you have memorized the squares number 1 till 20, you all know that 361 is 19 square. If we multiply 19 two times, our answer will be 361. So that's why I'm writing 361 is equal to actually 19 square. This is one and the same thing. This is another way of writing 361 as a 19 square, right? So plus 21 cube. 21 cube means you will multiply 21 three times. Let me clear one thing here. Usually students do this mistake. They multiply 21 with 3 and get the wrong answer, which is absolutely wrong. Cube means you will multiply the number 3 times. So if I take 21 cube, 21 multiplied by 21 multiplied by 21, you all know how to multiply. When I multiply 21 with 21, my answer will be 441. And when I multiply 441 with 21, my answer will be 9261. So I'm using this number. 21 cube will be equal to 9261. One step done. Now 49 minus, as the square root will see the square, it will remove, it will eat the square and only 19 will be there, plus 9261. Now I will subtract 19 from 49. When I subtract this number, my answer will be 30. 49 minus 19 will be equal to 30 plus 9261, and when I add these two numbers, my answer will be 9291. That's it. Look how easy to do this question even without using a calculator. A part is done. Now we will move to the B part. And in B part, the question is square root 555 plus 5 square, okay, or over 2 cube multiply cube root of 222. Now we will see is this number 555 is a perfect square or not. So if I take 20 square, my answer will be 400. If I take 21 square, means multiply 21 with 21, my answer will be 441. If I take 22 square, my answer will be 484. And if I take 23 square, my answer will be 529. And if I take 24 square, my answer will be 576. So now I get to know that 555 is not the square of any number, because 23 square is 529, which is very close to 555, but 529 is the perfect square and 576 is the perfect square. There is no 555 as a perfect square. So if I want to solve this question without a calculator, how can I solve this? I will do the estimation. I obviously 555 is not a perfect square, so what I will do, I will use the estimation. I will see which number is closest to 555. So can I say that 555 is very near or closest to 529, this number, right? Because 576 is ahead of 555, so I'm just going to take this number 529. So yes, I will use this sign. This is estimation sign. So yeah, I can say that this is very close to 529. The skill set which I'm using to solve this question is estimation. Okay, so I estimate 555 amount as 529 as a perfect square. Now plus will be plus and 5 square will be 25 over 2 cube I know is equal to 8, multiply. Now let's see for the 222, is it as this number 222 is enclosed in a cube root, so it must be a perfect cube. Let's see either it is a perfect cube or not. So if I take 5 cube, my answer will be 125. If I take 6 cube, my answer will be 216. If I take 7 cube, my answer will be 343, which is bigger than 222. So 222 is not a perfect cube, as you can see. It's not there, it's not there, it's not there. So what I will do, I will again estimate its value, because I am solving this question without calculator. So I will estimate the value. I will take that value which is very near to 2, 2 and 2. So which number I'm gonna use? This is 216. So can I say that cube root of 222 is very near to 216? Yeah, okay. So I will write cube root 2, 1 and 6, right? I use estimation for solving this step. Now 529 is 23 square. This is one and the same thing. 529 is means 23 square. So I'm just writing answer in square, because I know square root love to eat square. So I'm converting the inside number as a square. Plus 25 and 8 multiplied by, I know 216 is a 6 cube, and this time I'm converting this number in a cube, because I know cube root loves to eat cube. As soon as cube root will see the cube, it will eat, and as soon as square root will see a square, it will eat. So I will have only 23 plus 25 and 8 multiplied by 6. So if I add these two numbers, my answer will be 48, and 8 6 are 48, and 48 ones are 48 ones are, so my answer will be 1. It will be my answer. How easy and interesting to solve this question. So easy. I love this question. Let's move to the C part. And C part seems difficult, but actually it's not. And C part is 4 cube plus, inside a square root they have another cube root. Tricky one. Okay, they want to scare us. 4913, but we know how to crack, how to solve this question. Okay, so square root will be a square root, just leave it. 4 cube is equal to 64. I'm just solving this step by step. 4 cube is equal to 64, plus mean another plus. 4913, let me check, is it a cube of some number or not? Okay, so 49, I will prime factorize 4913. This number is not divisible by 2. When I sum these numbers, take sum to check either this number is divisible by 3 or not. This number is not even divisible by 3, not 5, not 7, not 11, not 13. Yes, this number is divisible by 17. When I divide 4913 on 17, my answer will be 289. Let me show you the working. 4913, 17 2s are 34, and remainder will be 15. This one will come down, and 17 8s are 136. Remainder will be 15, and this 3 will come down, and 289, and 17 9s are 153, right? So yes, when I divide this number 4913 by 17, I will get the answer 289. Again, when I divide 289 by 17, my answer will be 17, and 17 ones are 17. So yes, 4913 will be equal to 17 into 17 into 17 means 17 cube. Okay, yeah, so this means this number 4913 is 17 cube. So I will do this question like this. This square root will stay as it is. 4 cube will be equal to 64, plus this number is 17 cube. Okay, so as soon as cube root will see a cube, and here it is ready to eat that cube. Okay, it will eat and go away. So what I will have, 64, and now this 17 will be there. And when I add these two numbers, my answer will be 81. And yeah, 81 is 9 square, because inside a square root the number should be in a square, so that square root can eat. So square root will eat the square, and my answer will be 9. Wow, this question is so easy and so interesting to do. It seems difficult, but actually it's not. Wow. So we are done with all 3 parts. Now it's the time for a quick concept check. Quick concept check. I'm going to give a question. You guys will solve this question and will share your answers with me in comment. My question is, can you solve this question? 59 plus 16 plus 9. Okay, you guys will solve this question and will share your answer in comment. I'm waiting. Thank you so very much for watching my videos and for liking the videos. Hopefully you are finding it helpful. So don't forget to share my channel, which is my YouTube handle is Solve with Aman. AIMAN. Yes, this is at Solve with Aman. Don't forget to share my channel with your friends, with your family, so that they all can get benefit. Thank you so much once again.